everyone! Hello! Welcome back to some more Let's Play System Shock 2 with the Sec mod and Randomizer mods also installed. When we last left off, I believe we got the radiation purged from the engineering deck, allowing us to access the actual reactors, reboot them, and then turn them on to restore power, especially to the elevator, which we need to get up to deck 4 to visit Polito. So we're all set, so we're going to be off to do so. We stored some more stuff here as well for the time being, and we got quite a bit of cybernetic modules at the end of the last episode. So let's go ahead and take a look at our statistics, and then off we go. We have 3 strength, 3 endurance, 1 psionics, 3 agility, and 2 cyber. We have +1 more agility at the moment, thanks to our Swift Boost implant. Oh, and of course we have the Sharpshooter OS upgrade, 1 of 4. We have 2 repair, 4 maintenance, and 2 research at the moment. Right, I forgot about that. We improved our research and repair up 1 rank each. Combat, we have standard 4 and heavy 1. And we have no psionic abilities. Oh, wait, we also improved maintenance 1 point. Right. Alright, good. Good. Things are looking good. Equipment-wise, we still have a decent amount of ammunition for our pistol. We're not going to run out of that anytime soon. Good amount of shotgun shells also. Probably won't be running out of that anytime soon. So that's good news. And the research we've completed let us do an extra 25% damage to hybrids, monkeys, and midwives, a new enemy that we met in the last episode as well. They look like they're they're a cyborg. Fleshy top, metal bottom, effectively, and they can fire laser bolts at us. Probably be encountering quite a bit more of them as we go forward. As we keep going forward, let's continue doing so. Finally. So, to operations. But there's a problem. The shaft is inaccessible. Well, we've been done in engineering, so there's no real reason for us to go back down there. Can we reach recreational? No. So something's blocking the elevator from going beyond, up to the 4th deck. How about hydroponics? And yes, I know. I've beaten this game multiple times. Alright, here we are.
Damn. Something's blocking the shaft, and the elevator can't reach deck 4. I'm attempting to determine. I'm detecting massive quantities of some kind of biomaterial that's plugging up the elevator shaft. The environment on this level has been altered to be some kind of breeding chamber for the xenomorphs. It shouldn't prove dangerous unless you plan to stay for more than a few hours. But in order to clear the shaft, you're going to have to remove the biomaterial. I'm accessing the primary data loop. Let's see what we can find out there.
Dick, I know you won't get this until after we return, but I've had to express how incredible I feel. We've finally done it. Made contact. Muldoon and I have been selected to be involved in the initial work. Anatoli's one condition is that I tell no one aboard the ship. The creatures are remarkable. They're so helpless, I feel somehow compelled to protect them. It's a miraculous discovery.
Well, without something like a flamethrower, we're not burning it away. And it's up in the shaft in areas we can't reach anyway. Let's take a look around here. I suppose we might as well explore the deck that we're on. camera somewhere to our right. Let's see if we can get that before we proceed onward down the hall.
I'm changing. My head is full of wonderful ideas and experiments. They have so many miracles to share, so much knowledge to give. They told me how to make this implant. They said it would make a better me of me. I wish I had more time so I could give it to them.
He mentioned earlier feeling compelled to protect them. I feel like this is an actual... It's not so much a empathetic, or maybe perhaps it is that, feeling, but a compulsion to do so. An excellent pistol, but not recoilless and not upgraded, so the only thing I'm interested in here is the ammunition. A lab assistant implant. While this is equipped, we will gain one additional point of research. Oops. I don't remember, viewer, how I delete these. Is it the delete key? It is, okay, very good. Oops, that was a mistake. Am I still recording? Yes, I am. Okay, good. Oh, now that's interesting. Normally, there's something here for us. A item we need to complete the quest on this deck. But it's not here. Recall again, we are using the randomizer. We're gonna have to really scour the place for it, apparently. Checking that I didn't leave anything here. A midwife down there as well. I hear the camera.
This is Xerxes. Please report any electrical anomalies to your direct superior. Remember, a smooth operation is everybody's responsibility.
Mr. C is always making sure everyone remembers the important things. An unresearched object. We need 2 S, B, and V to understand what this is.
Chemical needed.
And we already need some SB.
Our flash seeks you. Look.
I think there is some of the chemical we need back down where we left all of our equipment. So we'll head back there and grab what we need. And now we can respawn on this deck. Some prisms.
The specimens are dying, and we're powerless to help. They're highly toxic. Muldoon wouldn't leave them, and now he's dead. But this morning I had a revelation. I started work specifications for a radical series of cybernetic enhancements. If successful, I could make a body practically indestructible, yet the mind would remain human, nurturing. There's not a lot of time.
I think before we go further, viewer, we should focus on getting the research done for this thing we picked up. I know it is important enough that we kind of want to do this first, as it were. Let's go back the way we came. We'll go back down to the lower decks, and we'll go ahead and grab what we need. I'd cut the recording normally for this and come back when we're together, but I've discovered that any cuts I put into the video will be rather nightmarish to fix afterwards. The audio tearing is really... It's nowhere near as easy as it is when it occurs when I record with Fraps, so we're not going to cut if I can avoid it. Now we need some SB. There we go. We also need some V, which is not here. Maybe there was some down on the engineering deck. As long as we're here, we'll talk for a little bit longer. The Randomiser seems to have, in my opinion, it's making the game significantly tougher. I feel like we should have at least 10 more cybernetic modules than we have at the moment for leveling ourselves. And they're not in places where I expect to find them. Obviously, they've been moved around, or they've been changed for something else. I'm hoping it's the first, not the second, because this is... Although, I mean, this is fun. I do enjoy playing with characters who aren't at the end game. But man, I always want more abilities in this game. Uh-oh, it may not be here. It is here. Very good. Normally, the first time you encountered the thing we picked up that we're researching, you gained cybernetic modules, and Polito, it tells you that you probably should take 1 point of research to help you with understanding what this is. That we didn't get it makes me assume that the randomizer placed that there, but we didn't get credit for finding it effectively. And I'm not complaining so much as I'm just stating the facts, as it were. Oh, while we're here, we picked up a thing or three. We picked up an auto repair unit. So we'll leave that there. And some prisms. Can they be combined with this? They can be. Oh, I thought we needed crafting for this.
Research complete.
Ah, it's 2 prisms and 1 template grenade to make prism grenades. Okay, and we've successfully researched this. Vial of Toxin A. Placing this toxin in an environmental regulator will reduce local annelid growth. This is an experimental toxin, highly virulent, developed specifically to break down and dissolve annelid tissue. The canister is highly pressurized, as the liquid toxin would evaporate quickly under ordinary conditions. Recommendation? For maximum coverage, this toxin should be introduced into air recirculator. I can't pronounce it. Into air systems immediately after being opened. Oh, you know, with the lab assistant, we can probably research this thing. Oh, we need OS to finish this. Okay. So there was some OS back down in engineering. There's none of that up here. Osmium, right? That's the longer way.
Chemical needed.
I hear the footsteps. I'm thinking the next OS upgrade we're going to grab will be probably the crafting. It's good to know that we don't need it to utilize the template grenades, at least to make prism versions of it. But I think, well, do we want? What can we can make all sorts of special hypos out of it, and we can make upgrades for various types of armor as well. I think we'll do it. I think we can make another type of melee weapon that benefits from standard weapons. Normally, there's only one weapon per weapon category for melee. There's the wrench for standard, the laser rapier for energy. Heavy doesn't have one at all, if I recall correctly. And there's the crystal shard for exotic weaponry. I think we'll find that soon. But we're gonna try to avoid taking exotic weaponry this time around. I see them too.
Research complete.
Alright, let's see what we researched. Summary. This tissue can be used to physically heal damage. This gland secretes a prolific mix of hormones and stimulatory enzymes, and a quickly dividing layer of cells spawns off multi-purpose circulatory cells. These cells seek out sites of tissue damage and graft themselves into the tissue, taking on the characteristics of the localhost tissue in a matter of moments. Oh, this is similar to how our own blood works. In some fashions, right? Like if you have a tooth pulled, a tooth pulled, the hole gets filled with a clot, and then it becomes bone, doesn't it? I think it does. The shared tissue compatibilities between human and annelid tissue will allow this gland to be used for healing, though not as fully as it would in an annelid host. Once removed from the host body, it can only be used once. It is a slower but greater heal over time. And if I recall correctly, we can break them down with hypos if we have the proper crafting research. Oh, we should put this away though. And make a stronger version of it that full heals us.
Okay, stop where you are. There's a vial of an experimental material called Toxin A. It was developed by the Psi staff to reduce the growth of the aliens, but I can't find any data on how you should use it. You should be able to research the toxin. I'm uploading you enough cyber modules to acquire the research skill if you don't have it.
There we go. There's a laser turret in there.
Okay, the vials of Toxin A need to be placed directly into the environmental regulators. There should be 4 on this deck. If you can get a vial into each of the regulators, you should be able to significantly impact the growth of those despicable creatures. That should remove the biomatter from the elevator shaft.
Well, we have 3 of them already.
The young ones are all aboard. Captain Diego and I have sealed off Deck 3.
He and I are now of one mind.
Our bodies are changing too. Sometimes it hurts terribly. And sometimes it is
Marvelous. Something wonderful is happening
to me.
That doesn't sound very wonderful to me. Oh crap, this thing broke. Can we repair it? Repair skill 3 required. Well, we have 11 points. Why not? Let's do it, right? We want to improve. We want to improve repair. We want to see how useful it is. And it's our first time doing this little mini game, I think. So the way this works is that we have, according to this game, a 55% chance that we will be able to somehow succeed at solving the puzzle. To do the puzzle, we select a square, and we need to get 3 in a row, effectively. If it's lit up, that means that that was a success. If it's a gray square, that was a failure. There we go. Hey! And we can come here and full charge all my chargeables. Shame we actually didn't take any points in laser weaponry. Maybe we should actually look to do that next.
Life grows within the womb of these walls. Life that has never seen the surface of the earth.
That would make it sound like they want to go to Earth. We need to research a 4 for whatever that is. But this one we can research. It's a good time as any to... Well, no. I was about to say, I do want to see how the portal batteries work. Actually, maybe we can read about them? Oh, let's get out of the... Sorry, Cassandra. Let's get out of that room. Someplace that might be a little quieter. Hello? Antitoxin hypo. Oops, that's the wrong thing to click on. The ElectroSim Type 2 portable battery contains enough power to recharge virtually any powered device. A small flaw in the discharge terminal prevents the battery from being used more than once, as it fully discharges upon use. ElectroSim has issued a recall for this particular type of battery. I think in the sec mod, it's been changed that after you use a battery to recharge a thing, you get a broken battery that then you can repair to get a uncharged battery and then use it to recharge your items.
It's becoming clear that the worms are some kind of communal entity. Well, I'm not sure whether airborne toxin A will directly kill any ambulatory specimens. It should impact their communal mass and remove the residue I've observed growing on the walls and the lift shaft. But perhaps there is a more potent formula to be synthesized.
I like the little research rooms here. Or those are the offices. This is supposed to be where the research is done.
Killing the children won't be easy, but I think I'm actually onto something. The biochemistry of these worms, which I call the annelids, treats inverted proteins as toxins. With the help of the replicator in the biological survey lab, I've managed to isolate some inverted proteins in a number of vials. However, the mix with the base compound is still off, so I need to do some more research. Once I do that, and mix the toxin into the 4 environmental regulators, well, things can only get better.
Monkey.
Access needed.
Don't have any of the key cards yet. Looks like there's probably 4 total locked areas. Oh, well, there's the last vial toxin A. Alright, so that's all 4 of them.
This is Xerxes. Why do you let the Metal Mother guide your actions? Why do you not join the glory of the mass?
I'm sure I have no idea what the many are talking about.
I've received an e-message from Anatoly. He's not well. The corporate protocols specify I can remove the senior executive officer if he's found unfit for duty. But what about his ally, Captain Diego? He's got 120 goons on the Rickenbacker to back him up. I wonder if that fragmentary AI you discovered on Tau Ceti 5 is connected to this.
You can't understand my joy, Marie, and I won't try to make you. I feel like a new man. I have a purpose. More important than the mission. Even more important than Trioptimum. I will protect them. No matter what. I will protect them.
Yeah. Compulsory to protect them.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
A Gill's graft implant. We might be able to find one lying around.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
But it's good to know it's here. This lets us breathe underwater. It's not required. To my recollection, you can do every single underwater area without it. But if we don't find one, we will probably be purchasing it before we leave this deck. Oh, we researched that strange thing, didn't we? Oh! Oh no, we paused the research for some reason. Alright, let's keep going. I keep tossing out one of them. A plasma Uzi. What is this? The plasma Uzi requires an energy weapon skill of 3 to wield. This energy-based sidearm is the result of a demand for relatively small-sized energy weapons, packing more punch than the almost feeble laser pistols. It's able to fire small, quick blobs of plasma at a high full auto rate. A small complication is present in the form of the energy expansiveness of this line of the line of fire adjustment field. The firer being provided with the option of disabling the field to conserve ammo for highly specific combat situations. Unhindered by the field's restrictions, the weapon will also fire at a higher rate. The plasma Uzi tends to drain its power supply quickly, but is devastating while it lasts. And now we finally researched this thing. What is this? While you have learned the vulnerabilities of this creature, they're so easily killed it hardly matters. Sorry about that. Like all annelids, they are somewhat resistant to energy weapons. Annelid eggs often contain useful organs if you search them before they are destroyed. Analysis. Genetically female, the annelid grub is the most basic annelid form. The creature is principally nervous system and musculature. The highly advanced for a worm, nervous system appears to be tied into a rudimentary psionic sense organ. While worm-like in appearance, the grub has no actual digestive tract, but is furnished with an energy reserves at birth. Oh, interesting. When these are depleted, the creature shuts down into a dormant state, possibly until a further psionic trigger acts on it. The eggs that these emerge from often contain organs that might be extracted for useful purposes, unless the egg was destroyed in combat. Analysis? The grubs are fairly fragile, but can be somewhat dangerous if they close before you see them. In large numbers, they may prove a more significant threat. can break down. I think you can use these grub organs with a vial to get worm ammo, if I recall correctly. Let me check my recording really quick. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Okay, good. So let's see about searching one of these then. Hey, stop that. Oh, hello. So unlike in hard mode, in normal, you do not get toxic when you get hit by a worm. Normally, so unlike radiation, which expires over time, toxins do not. You will die if you do not have an antitoxin hypo on you to purge the effect. Oh, she tried to make it to this to, I guess, secure it with that wrench, but failed to do so, poor girl.
Good. You'll notice that the biomatter on the walls and in the elevator shaft has been impacted by the introduction of the biotoxin. Now do the same with the other 3 regulators.
Another environment suit. The most important thing in there was the maintenance tool. Oh, I hear fireworks going off. It is July 4th. Happy July 4th, everyone, or belated July 4th. It's probably not going to be going up till like the 7th or 8th or so. Hope everyone had a great 4th of July. I did nothing but take like a extended long nap today. Record some System Shock 2. But I was off. It's always nice to be off. More redundant software. What that's saying, by the way, redundant software, is it's these things. That was something we already had one of, and we don't benefit from getting it another time. Say no to another maintenance tool. A shame there's no actual flashlight in this game. At least I'm unaware of any.
Babies must sleep. Babies must rest.
Wise is the one who does not waken them. Leave this place now, or we will wound you.
As you have us.
I'm sure they do. Can we safely search these? Okay, we were just toxified. We'll take damage over time until it's cured. Let's search, since we're toxified, let's go ahead and search the rest of these. We can apparently get even more toxified. That's what we want. Each antitoxin hypo removes 2 points of toxins from us. So that was a bit expensive. This guy has a good grenade launcher on him. I don't remember what level the grenade launcher is we have in our storage, but we'll take this. Oh, and we were near an OS upgrade earlier, and I completely just left it there. Oh, right. And be careful. Grub organs that you leave on the ground become clusters of worms, and just walking on those will afflict you with the toxin as well. Or they can do so. Is this an organ? No, that's worms. Hydroponics Sector A access card. We will need to go up this ladder to access not optional, a new level designed for the sec mod. It's a small level. It's mostly just exploring a maze type of area with some hazards or traps in it, with some sentry guns in it. But one of the environmental regulators we need to activate is there. We'll probably do that in the next session. Headshots. Anti-personnel rounds are not known to do good damage against turrets or cameras. Shotguns are also not known for being good long-distance weapons. Ooh. Quite the little firefight in this hallway.
Mark, what's going on? I thought it was weird when you asked me to send up 16 of my female staffers, but what have you done with them? I'm short-handed up here. Also, have you heard from Watts, Sanger, or Polito? It's like everyone's gone on vacation and didn't bother to tell me.
I think we can take a guess as to what happened with the female staffers. Some more shotgun shells. We're looking really good on ammunition, to be honest. I can't believe how much of it we have. All the earlier battles we did with the wrench saved us. Saved a considerable amount of the ammunition that we need. A shoddy, broken, repairable shotgun. We don't need that. I kind of want to go back to our storage and drop some of this stuff off. We are carrying a little too much with us. Oh, and how long have we been playing for? Alright, we still have time. Another 30 minutes or so. Man, almost no normal grenades.
Access needed.
And we don't have the Hydroponics B security card, so we are not... Or C. So we're not getting it through that door. I don't think they do see me.
Power drained.
Our Swift boost is out of juice. Okay, let's double back to our storage and drop some stuff off there. We also have earned some cyber modules, so we should probably level up something. Okay, so... Oh, and I want the OS upgrade. I keep forgetting about it. I guess we'll leave this here. I think these things stack. They do. Okay, perfect. Both of those there as well. This grenade launcher is a fair one. The one we picked up is actually in good condition, so we'll take the better one. But we'll keep the old one here just in case. Don't need the singular grenade. You also don't need the templates. Oh, and well, let's full charge the Uzi. And then we'll leave it here. Because it's an energy item, I believe it also benefits from our increased cybernetic affinity. Similar to how we actually have 140 points in our lab assistant, we get 140 points here instead of 100, thanks to, I think, 2 points of cybernetic affinity. As we go up, we're not going to be using right away. I don't know why, viewer, but I don't like knowing that they're clipping through the wall. I don't like them on the ground either. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Oh, we also don't need these charged. Sorry, viewer, this is important. I did this off-screen most of the time. Alright, good enough. I'll know they're up there. Okay. Anything else I want to leave here? No, not at the moment. What do we want to take? We could take hacking. Probably take it up 2 ranks. And then take another point in cybernetic affinity, which will let me access all of those, all of these, and see what goodies we can get. Or we can instead possibly take another type of weaponry, take up energy weapons, or improve our heavy weapons skill. Thought I heard someone following me. Why don't we take 2 points of heavy? If we take another point of research, we can get by with the with the lab assistant to give us the 4th point that we need to research the other object that we have. Or we could take a single point to modify. Also could increase our cybernetic affinity and make everything a little better, easier, well, everything being just repair at the moment. let's begin improving Modify a bit. We'll want one more point in it, and then we can begin modifying some of our weaponry. We can do it now, but the risk of it breaking is a little too high for my tastes. I feel so bad for these poor hybrids. Because they stagger when you hit them, I'm not too afraid of them as an enemy. I did see another hybrid walking around over here, so we're gonna go and get it. I thought we'd be able to kill them with a single hit with the wrench, with the upgrade in Standard 4. I'm surprised we don't. Okay, that's good enough. Right, let's visit that OS upgrade. So the useful, everything's useful. Well, most things are useful. Let's see. High-powered could be useful for the energy Uzi, since it would do one more point of damage probably with all its little, it's one more point of damage. That doesn't seem like much, but with a rapid-fire weapon, that would add up quickly. I do like getting cybernetically enhanced for 2 cyber modules. I think I wanted crafting, didn't I? Where is that? Sorry, not doing much talking. Strong metabolism, pharma-friendly, pack rat, speedy, tank, energetically enhanced, naturally able, lethal weapon, security expert, smasher, separate simulation, tinkerer. This is it. Advanced inventory combinations are unlocked. Now it costs for making weapon modifications 50% cheaper. Let's grab it. You'll note that I'm not using... I've used a secondary weapon fire of the shotgun, but I'm not using it on the pistol. Actually, maybe... Is there a reason why we don't, Tim? It would be a burst fire, and since the pistol actually doesn't have any recoil, I don't think there's any reason for us not to use it. Well, if it takes only 2 shots to the head to kill something, or 1 shot, it is a waste of ammunition, and I don't remember what my hotkey is currently to switch weapon modes. Oh, it's set to that mode. I forgot I did it. Well, that's the triple fire mode. That actually worked out really, really, really well. Now we are likely to become, intoxicated here. If we had taken the immune to toxins, we could have just walked up here and searched these without fear of becoming, poisoned. And arguably, it is a waste of ammunition to do what we're doing. Now, if we let these exist on the ground without picking them up, they become piles of worms. If we pick them up and then throw them on the ground afterwards, they will remain in that form instead.
Submit to the biomass,
and your suffering will end.
So I think we can use the empty hypo with the healing gland, which will give us an annelid healing serum. No description. This full heals us, and it's a heal over time, but it's a very quick heal over time, if I recall correctly. It's an upgrade to the basic version of it in every way imaginable. So we always want to use, now, instead of using those, just the healing organisms we can get from these, the red cluster we see, we always want to break them down. This is one of the perks of taking the increased crafting as an OS upgrade. Okay, well, that sucks. Oh, some NA. We need this for the one research object. Okay, that's good. Have to be a little careful. We don't want to just suddenly become toxified. Working on worms. Another swift boost implant. We don't need a second. Incendiary grenades. Set things on fire. Does extra damage to living organisms. Very effective against the annelids. We will earn 13 cyber modules every time we purge more of the annelid infestation. Making doubly sure.
You're missing all the fun. Don't go near the children. You're missing all the fun.
Yeah. We heard also a hybrid. Ooh, 3 cyber modules hidden up here. Good thing we checked. I really like the randomizer. I like this a lot. I like that I need to search everything if I want to find, well, everything. second key card here. We only have Hydroponics A. Without B, it becomes more difficult for us to get back into that area if we need to, but I think we're probably done in there for the time being. And how long have we been playing for now? Okay, slightly over an hour. Let's double back to our storage. I'll pick up the other thing we're researching, use NA, and then we'll call the session there. And we'll come back up here and finishing up Hydroponics in the next episode. Thank you all for watching, by the way. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are having fun watching this. I'm having a blast playing through this again. I can't think of another game that's quite similar to this. I love that the pacing of this particular game. It feels really good. Oh, we also might as well do this on screen. So we want 4 of those healing serums. We're gonna leave one of the vials behind at the moment. I don't know if we... Oh, you know what? Let's check this really quick. 5! There are 5 experimental regulators in the sec mod, not 4. Okay, there's the 4 normal ones that we have to get to right where they are in the base game, and the 5th one in that one new area. Right, okay. And where is the thing we were researching earlier? This is it. We already used the iridium, so now we just need the NA to finish this. I guess we'll end this by recharging our things. Actually, we'll wait for this to finish our research. We'll probably leave the lab assistant here as well. So we need a 4 research for the one thing we're getting out of the grub pods, and also for the other weird organ we have up here. So maybe we will grab a 3rd point in research. Oh, and we have cybernetic modules right now. Yeah, we have 17. Oh, why don't... Okay, hold on. Let's do it then. Let's take the modify up another point like I wanted.
Research complete.
But first, let's research what we just picked up. Or read about it. Psi Booster. This hypo will increase a user's psi stat by 1 for 5 minutes. The pharmaceutical combines a complex mix of psychoactive chemicals, some of them quite powerful, and refined annelid tissue. Many of the chemicals have enzymically bonded to the annelid tissue fragments, many of them since construction of the hypo, as if the annelid tissue is still biologically active. The experimental hypo spray will increase your psi stat for a few minutes, if you don't mind injecting yourself with purified annelid tissue. Long-term usage may well cause hallucinatory side effects. So that's interesting. I wonder if they added that into the game. We will not be using it at all, since we're not going to be taking any psi with this character. And then I guess we're done with the lab assistant, or should we... Well, let's spend the points on the modify. I think we take modify Tim and then another point in research. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Or maybe 2 more points in modify. Oh, it's only 8 more for another point in it. Let's take it. Alright, viewer, and now it's time to show you modification. It works the same way that the repair did. So we'll play that same type of minigame, only the puzzle's grid may look a little different. I can't remember what it looks like at the top of my head. We'll also go over the percentages, just in case you're not familiar with what we're why we wanted an extra points to modify, not just 1 point in it. Alright, first let's save the game. Alright, so let's do it. So let's go ahead and look at our recoilless pistol, which I guess we'll repair once. So Okay, I see. I think you're allowed to take 2 or 3 upgrades per weapon. No more than that. We can't unlock every single potential upgrade for a weapon. So for this, and you need a certain level of modify in order to grab various different types of upgrades for it. So like if we wanted to enable full auto for the pistol, we need 4 points in modify to do so. So we can reduce the kickback drastically. This is a recoilless pistol, so we don't need this upgrade for the pistol. Reduce degradation rate to 60%. That sounds nice. I think we're probably going to take that. So before we can take any other mods, you have to take the first mod. And then we're allowed, I think, 2 others from the list here. I think we're probably going to grab the reduced degradation rate and the double clip capacity. Let's try getting this one first. So to modify it, we have a 70% chance of success normally. Our modify skill of 3 reduces that by 30%, so a 40% chance of success. Cybernetic extent of 2 is 5% reduction for every point in that, so further minus 10. We have a modify software of 1, version 1, for a final modification difficulty of 20%. There will be 2 safety interlocks here. I think you get 1 less safety interlock per point of your cybernetic stat as well. I think. It might be, though that might be linked to your modify skill instead. I can't remember off the top of my head. In any case, we have a good chance of succeeding, though we might risk needing to interact with this via clicking on an interlock, a safety lock. You'll see what they are. It also will cost us 20 nanites to make the attempt, and we have 675 of them. Let's try it. Oh, okay, I had to hit start. The red is the safety interlocks. If you click on one of them, and it's a success, nothing bad happens. If you click on one of them, and it's a failure, what happens next is dependent upon what you are doing. If it's a security camera, a security terminal you're interacting with, you'll set the security alarm off immediately. If it's a locked box, you'll permanently lock it. If it's your weapon, you'll break it. I believe you can use your repair skill to fix the boxes and fix your gun if you do brick it by using this. But we also have the option just to not interact with those locks. There we go. Just an immediate success. All right. So this weapon will degrade far less often. Very nice. Let's do this again. I think we can do it. Wait, did we do it again? Modification level 1? Modify? Alright, same difficulty for this upgrade. Let's do it. Ooh, but the locks are in awkward places. It did not matter. Can we do this again? No. Okay, just 3 upgrades, no more than 3. Alright, very good. Our pistol's now... So our pistol degrades 60% of its normal rate, and it can hold twice the ammo in it. It's a really nice little machine pistol now, effectively. Well, not really a machine pistol, because we didn't unlock full auto. I wanted to read about this briefly. Maybe... Nah, okay. Alright, and how about our shotgun? We might as well improve this too. So, we have to... I think... Oh no, we don't have to take the damage increase on the weapon. I thought we did. Okay, it's just if we take this, we can earn up to 25% more damage by taking 2 other upgrades. So we can reduce the kickback, the degradation rate, double the fire rate, double the clip capacity, or enable automatic fire. So it's all the same upgrades for these weapons. Okay. Oh, and you know what? This would have been... It would have cost us twice as much nanites to modify the pistol. It would have cost us an extra 40 nanites, but thankfully, the OS upgrade we just took, I think? Yes, reduces the cost of it. Let's at least grab the damage increase. There was a gray pick, so that means that this row is going to be dangerous. We failed. Okay, I'm not willing to risk an interlock, so we're gonna reset. But that now costs us 15 extra nanites to do it. The percentage of success, by the way, is the percentage that you got a grid that you can succeed at. The grid may, let's say you have a 20% chance of success. That means 80% of the time, that grid you're looking at has no way to successfully solve it. You know, I kind of like all the same upgrades on this shotgun. Let's take something different. We'll reduce the kickback drastically. 20% nanites for this upgrade. Oh, and 3 interlocks now. No, we'll stick with just a single upgrade at the moment. We'll want another point in modify, higher ranks of our modification software, and another point in cybernetic affinity before we do another upgrade for it. Alright, so not bad. We have a fully kitted out pistol. We'll probably be using this for the very end of the game. And our shotgun has been upgraded just a tad. I keep hitting E to interact with things there. Alright guys, so that will do it for us. Thank you guys for watching. And when we return, it's back to Hydroponics. We'll continue to explore it. And I'll see you guys then. Take care everyone, and thanks for watching.